Good morning, all of you lovely people out there, dudes, dudettes, and anything in between. How are you doing today? I'm doing all right. It is an absolutely gorgeous day today, and if you can't tell by the fact that I'm in a bikini and my hair is completely soaking wet, because it's such a beautiful day, I decided to go for a very early morning swim. And now, before I get anything else done, I'm gonna do something that I am very excited about. Yesterday in the mail, we got our crush stickers. So, and I'll talk about that in just 2 seconds, but I'm really excited because the first place I decided I wanted to put a crush sticker was on my Jeep. He needs some tattoos, so we're gonna put one on real quick. So I have a problem. I am having a really hard time deciding where on the Jeep I want to put the sticker. It's a very important decision, okay guys? It's super important because Jeep tattoos are not something to be taken lightly here. Really important where you put specific things. Here, let me show you where I'm kind of thinking. So one option, here are the stickers, is to put this big one, the one that says "We Are Crush Fit," right there. Because then it's protected from all like the outside blah. But another option that I have, see where it says Wrangler and Sport? I kind of want to put it like right there. Or like, problem is, I only have one of these sheets. And I'm afraid if I put it outside, then it wouldn't stand up to all the weather very well. I don't know. Worries me. So I really like it. And I don't want it to get ruined. I take these things very seriously. Probably more seriously than I should. That's okay though. So I'm gonna hold off for now. Those are my couple of options. And I'm gonna think about it. Because I still have some of these other stickers that I want to put on my cooler. Anyways, good morning again. I hope that everyone's having a great day, great week. I'm not sure what day this is gonna go up on, so whatever day of the week it is, I hope you're having a good one. So does the bro. Right, Brody? So I wanted to take a quick little minute to talk about Crush. I know that you've probably heard me talk about it in my other vlogs before, and a couple of other videos, especially like the end of the Bikini Body Burn video. So I wanted to take just a second to talk about that and what it is and why I started it. So Crush Fit, a lot like Bikini Body Burn, is an online sort of fitness guide. It was created by Ben Williamson. Hi Ben, who is an awesome guy, by the way. I've actually spoken with him a few times online, which is the coolest part about this, is he's super accessible to anybody, not just customers of Crush. But like I said, a lot like Bikini Body Burn, it's an online fitness guide. It's an instant download, a lot like that one was, but it is a lot more strength intensive, like strength building intensive. What am I trying to say? Strength and conditioning intensive is what I'm trying to say there. So a lot more weightlifting and stuff than Bikini Body Burn. So CrushFit has a couple of different guides available for you to purchase and download and use. The most popular one, and probably the first one, is Crush 60. It's a 60-day program. It's really intensive, it's really involved. But unlike Bikini Body Burn, you cannot do it at home. You really need to be at a gym for it, or you need to have a gym membership or have access to a gym because they use all the big machines and the weights and everything like that most people don't have at home. They also have a Crush at Home program, which is a little bit more accessible, like in your home environment. You do still need to have something to lift. Ben does say that it could be anything from water jugs to, I don't know, I can't remember all the other weird things that he listed at one point, but it doesn't necessarily have to be free weights. And then they have 2 more programs. The one that I'm doing, which is Booty Bootcamp. Is anyone surprised that I'm doing the one that focuses more on your butt? And they have a new program which actually launches today. Today is the 10th. June 10th, and today is launch date for Go, which is a program that's going to be very similar to what I did with Bikini Body Burn, and that is something it's something you could do anywhere. You don't need to have any weights, you don't need to have any kind of equipment, big equipment from a gym in order to complete it. And it does require resistance bands, but the cool thing is it comes included. So while the program itself is an instant download, the resistance bands are actually going to be mailed to you to do them with Go. So super excited about that one. Auburnutter created that one. Really proud of her, really excited. I'll talk a little bit more about Aubrey and Ben and the whole Crush team in just a second. First, I want to go ahead and get this thought out of my brain. So the reason that I'm doing Crush was at the end of Bikini Body Burn. I kind of had this sort of letdown. I don't know how else to describe it. It was like a pseudo plateau, but not really. Happened my last 2 weeks of the program where I just got exhausted by it. And it's not like the workouts were exhausting, and that's actually the problem. I felt like they stopped challenging me. I was getting through them a lot faster, and at the end of it, I wasn't feeling worked very much. And I was bored. Like, I was really bored with it, and I couldn't get into it anymore. I just was not enthused. But mostly, at the end of that 12 weeks, I kind of was left with like a, well, what now kind of feeling. Should I repeat it? Should I start over from week 1? I really don't want to do that. So like, in that case, what do I do? Because Moana Fitness, the Bikini Body Burn, is still in its infancy. It's still growing. So they don't really have an overall life fitness, what do you do after Bikini Body Burn thing set up, which I think they're working on, but since they don't have it set up yet, it kind of leaves me in a limbo state of what do I do. So since I didn't want to restart it, I started looking for other programs I could do, and I juggled with a few options. There was a Bikini Body Guide by, I think it's Kayla Itzines, I don't know how to pronounce her name. There was that one in Crush, and the reason I was looking at Crush was because Philip was actually doing Crush 60, and he's really been enjoying it, and he's seeing some great results from it. And at the exact same time that I had finished, or like my last week of Bikini Body Burn, they released Booty Bootcamp, which was way more interesting to me. It's basically the inverse of his program, which is Crush 60. It's an all-over program. It works the entire body. It's not just legs and butt focus, but whereas Crush 60 seems to be more upper body intensive, Booty Bootcamp is lower body intensive. So that's what I really wanted to work on. So I went ahead and got that for myself, and I actually started it while finishing Bikini Body Burn. And instantly, I started feeling better. Honestly, I think part of the problem I was having with Bikini Body Burn was the diet portion, the nutrition guide. Now I want to go ahead and say before I go any further that there's nothing wrong with the way that Bikini Body Burn did nutrition. It did it very well in the sense that it didn't like give you a certain number to hit each day or didn't work off a point system, which is really good because no body works the same way, and to have done it, if they had done it that way, it could have been really dangerous. So while Bikini Body Burn's nutrition guide wasn't bad, it was a little bit too restrictive in the sense that for someone with an eating disorder history like myself, it was a little bit triggering and very, I hate to use that word, I'm so sorry. It was disorienting for sure. And it made me very paranoid all the time about food, which is the opposite of what I was really trying to accomplish with starting a nutrition and fitness program. I wanted to get past fearing what food would do to my body. Also, I just remembered that I forgot to reapply my makeup after I went swimming. I'm so sorry. I probably look like a dead dog. Oh well, we're just gonna keep rolling. So knowing what I already knew about Crush through Philip, I knew that it was a more inclusive nutrition guide. Like there was more, not that the nutrition guide was more thorough, but more that the guide itself, their layout, included more foods rather than restricting foods. So I went ahead and tried it. I started it, and immediately I noticed that when I re-added carbs into my diet, like way more carbs than I was eating because Bikini Body Burn restricted carbs a lot. When I reintroduced those in in a bigger quantity in my diet, I felt instantly better. I had energy, I had passion, I wasn't scared anymore. And the most amazing thing is I saw fantastic results all of a sudden. It took me 12 weeks to see really great progress with Bikini Body Burn. It took me about 5 days to see gains with Crush. I'm not even kidding you. My hair is drying as I'm talking, so you're getting to see it do its like really weird curly frizzy thing in this Central Texas humidity. Sorry about that, you guys. Also, I'm just pacing in my bedroom because it's the best lighting in here and Philip's working in the living room. But like I said, my main goal with starting any fitness and nutrition program for myself was getting healthy and overcoming a lot of the anxieties that are brought on by my eating disorder, because as I've discovered over the past 3 months, I'm not as over it and recovered as I thought I was. Now, I technically started Crush at the beginning of May, but a lot of stuff happened in May. It was a really crazy busy month, so I didn't really actually have time to consistently go to the gym every day. And that made me super paranoid because I felt like I was losing progress. I was failing crush. I was really scared, guys. I was super scared that I was going to gain a bunch of weight and gain a bunch of fat and lose a bunch of muscle, and I was just gonna look horrible and lose all the progress that I'd been working for so long for. But at the end of May, you know, I'd kind of done bits and pieces here and there, so I just kind of had to restart at the beginning of June. But when I took a look at myself, I actually had not lost any progress at all over the course of a month of eating out constantly because we were constantly traveling, eating junk food a lot because that was all that was available in a lot of the places we went, and not having been very active. But I didn't lose any of that progress. I looked about the same. And that's when I started to realize, both from my own experience and from the research I was doing provided by Crush, is that when you work on the science, you actually see the way that your body works and the way that fitness works. And I'm rambling and I can't figure out how I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say. Before, I had been focused almost entirely on diet culture and what those fitness magazines will tell you. And the reality is none of that is true. And that's what I'm coming to find out. And that's hopefully what I'm going to be able to help explain to you guys over my experience with Crush over the next few months and maybe for the rest of my life. So anyways, this video turned out to be a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I wanted to go ahead and start with like an intro idea to why I started Crush after Bikini Body Burn, why that program, why am I continuing with one when I've already seen great results, what is it that I'm hoping to gain from this. I'll talk about a lot of those things in the next video that I'm gonna do on Crush because I plan on vlogging a lot more about this than I did about Bikini Body Burn. Nothing against Bikini Body Burn, but I really didn't have much of a network. There wasn't much social support for that program, but with Crush there is. There's an entire community that's like rallying behind each other to try to make each other better in life, in fitness and in life. So I have more to talk about, basically, is what I'm getting at. Anyways, before I keep rambling or before I confuse myself as to what I've already said, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tagging along on yet another fitness journey. I'll answer any questions that you have in the comments because I'm sure that I was very disjointed and you have plenty of them. There's a good possibility I'll probably answer them in the next video too. So thanks again for watching. Give it a like, give me a sub if you want to see more or follow along on my Crush journey, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!